What's going on, guys? Down here doing chores again and figure out how to walk you around and kind of take you on a little walk and show you all the things that we're about to work on doing. Lily, go on. Down here we are missing one of our kittens. Pretty sure I showed our kittens in the last video. This is Weedy. Mr. Milo is gone. He has been missing since yesterday. Not sure where the little rascal went off to. Could have been a hawk. Could have been this brat right here. She's good about chasing off a rabbit that gets thrown out on the ground. But anyway, we are down here where the kittens have been staying. Let me clean up that mess. But you can see how much water's in here. And I'm very low on hay. I haven't really been using it for the rabbits for like the last month or so. I haven't been feeding it just because I've been so low. I wanted to make sure that I had some for nesting boxes. So I haven't really been feeding it. How you doing, Key? And the last time I got hay, I put it right here, stacked it up, and as you can see, this area is just soaked. Well, I think I would love to just tear this thing down and replace it new, but that costs money, and we're trying to, do things a little bit cheaper right now. Not that that isn't going to happen in the future. I would love to, tear this down, make it a little bit bigger, make it 2 stories maybe, and put a loft up there for hay, and keep all my hay up there. That would be super sweet. But for now, I want to get this fixed to where it's usable. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, I just seen it happen right there. The water's dripping right here in the ridge, in the peak. And the reason for that is because when my mom, before I bought the house for my mom, her husband jacked all this stuff up here. He kind of cut everything, and you can see all the pieces that he put in to lift this up. I'm not exactly sure why. Why he wanted it raised. But that's what happened. And yeah. So it's the same on this side. And this is the bad side. In fact, if we walk out here, I might have shown this in a video before. I'm not exactly sure. But if we walk up here, you can really see it. Get up on the hill a little bit here. You can literally see the roof pitch up back there in that corner. So what's happening is all the rain's coming down, and instead of coming down on the sides, I mean, yeah, sure, we are on a hill, so a little bit of water is going to come into here. That's going to happen. But the water's coming in, running down, and pouring through the peak. So I'm pretty sure he kept chickens and stuff in here. I'm sure the coop was an awful mess. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I mean, some boards this board's been replaced. My dad built this new. My mom and dad did. All them holes there, so boards are missing or got moved for the holes to be shining through. This wasn't used metal, unless he changed the metal too. But I'm not exactly worried about this side. Oh, sorry, Weedy. You'll learn to stay out from under my feet. This side's metal's fine, and this is where I want to store hay, so I'm not exactly worried about it, as long as I can keep the water from pouring in on the peak here. Lily, go. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to hack all these jokers out. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of screws that I need to get into on here so that that board can pivot again, which shouldn't be too hard to do. Just need to rip this stuff off from the outside. And I got some 2x6s in the work van, so I'll probably put in a 2x6 off that post with some lag bolts. Like I said, I'd love to just rip it all out and redo it, but 2x6 up, and then probably put in, and that one's not even on the support anymore, it's off the back side. Ow, there's wire. put in another, maybe a 2x4 too underneath of it, just to have some support underneath. Kind of like he did, but a little cleaner. And drop this side down at least a foot. Probably that back corner, probably 1.5 feet or more. And get all these posts, or get this slant back down to where it should be. And I think I'll be able to get this water to quit coming out of here so much. Like I said, water's gonna come into here on the concrete, but we go over here, it needs cleaned up, but we have a way to funnel that water out right here. This ties into the ditch and runs into the creek, so that water can shed. But yeah, that's gonna be a project coming up really soon. The 2x6s are in the back of the work van right now. And then just for a little safety, I'll probably end up getting some pallets from work, putting some pallets in here, stacking my hay, and then probably throwing a tarp over it just to keep it dried, like all the way dry. That's what I want. But that is one project, and now we're gonna jump back to the back. We are back in the very mucky chicken coop. We'll walk over to that tree in a minute, but this tree is already doing fantastic. Like I said, that's what I was looking for. I know it's not going to catch up to that, but that is great. It's fantastic. We will walk over and take a look at this tree again real quick. Absolutely phenomenal. This weekend, I think I'm going to get down here and we're going to get this ring off, and I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to put a few rocks around it just to protect the base, the roots, but I think it's definitely woodied up enough, you know, thickened up enough to where the chickens aren't going to hurt it none. It's got plenty of growth up top that they can't reach, that they won't be able to do nothing with either. And as long as we protect the roots with some rocks where they can't scratch it and tear up the root ball, that tree will do fine. The wire can come off. So we're going to work on that this weekend. I'm going to get underneath of the porch here, the chicken porch. This hurricane, it has been raining here for like 3 days straight, and I'm sick of it. Everything is a mess. But so the trees are doing great, and just a little bit ago today I ordered a couple different types of plastic. One is the hoop house plastic. Finally, we're gonna get that done. We might not see much snow, and I still don't have a ton of material, you know, to bring in here for composting, but you know, it's coming into fall. I love bringing leaves in. Definitely do leaves. Any type of compost operation you have, leaves are amazing. So I mean, we can bring a ton of leaves in. We do have all the rabbit manure that we're going to start bringing in and incorporating. And so just giving them a space, even if we don't get a lot of snow, you know, like these last few days, it's just been pouring down rain. We could get a few things into that hut, into the hoop house for them, and they could get out of the rain, and they could be in there, you know, thriving in at least an area that's, you know, not pouring down rain or with snow or anything like that. So we're gonna get the hoop house done. It's been long overdue. And then the second thing I ordered, plastic wise, is a little pond liner. So it was super cheap. I never really made this an actual video when I dug that out. I think I just made it a short. It does hold water when there's rain, but it definitely needs a liner of some sort. But I'm gonna redig this. We're gonna kind of dig it out that way towards the cedar post there, and then bring it back around, leave a little walkway here in between the pond and the hoop house, and then we might curl it around this way just a little bit or something, some type of shape like that. Get that pond liner laid in there, and we're going to bring in a bunch more creek rock and work the edges with the creek rock. And then I think I'm going to start working on building kind of like some like trellised, or not trellised, but a terraced creek rock right there that'll kind of hold everything up on the hill, because all my wood chips slid down. That's what really filled this hole, is wood chips. But we're going to dig this out bigger, move the material around, get that liner in there, and get this where it'll actually hold some water. And then we're going to throw out some duckweed and stuff. And then, because our trees have just been doing so well back here, you know, all the nutrients, it gets the sun good. You know, the trees right here, it hits this part for most of the day. So that brings me to my willows that are along the creek. They have really not been doing well. Part of that is my fault. I haven't watered them the best that I could with the drought that we've had, but they're just not getting enough sun. So putting this water feature here, I think I'm going to line it with a few of those willows and just kind of lay them in right there. And then, like I said, start working up the bank with some rocks and start working on bringing in some more plants. I do have a big order of trees that I want to make soon. Not super big, but just to get a few more things in here. Super excited to get some more life into this chicken yard. And then obviously we will be expanding later, but I want to really get what I have wrapped up here done. And obviously I still need to do water collection. I'd love to do that. Get some tanks along the back of the coop, and then maybe bring their waters around to the front. And then with the pond in here, then we can bring the overflow in and dump it straight into the pond. And we'll just kind of work the water out. Like probably make the overflow come right in through here. It can kind of ditch around. If we can carry the water that way a little ways, we will. I mean, the ground definitely looks like I could carry it that way. I'll just need to build up along the fence so where we can really channel it that way, and then maybe have it go back into there or something. Or we could even put, you know, in the future we could dig another little pond, or just, you know, having plant life back there, just work the water into a way where we can use it somewhere else as well, and let not just go straight through the yard and out. But yeah, these chickens are being ridiculous, so they're ready for some feed. But that's our projects. We will be working on that this weekend. Everything's ordered and it should be here Thursday. So hopefully we can get a little bit done if this rain will ease off. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.